Hi guys, my name is Archana Raman and I'm a pediatric occupational therapist and today I'm going to talk to you about strategies that you could use with your child to teach them about how to know what they're feeling, their emotions, and how to label it. Now there are a few reasons why a child needs to know what their emotions are and how to recognize them. Now the first reason is it's only when a child recognizes how they feel and if only they're able to place a label on it, can they relate to another person's emotions. So say for example, it's a home scenario since we are all under lockdown now, and right now I'm a young child and I'm beginning to feel a bit frustrated. So I want to approach my mother, but then I know what a frustrated face looks like. So I read the face, the eyebrows are like this, the eyes are like this, her body language is like this, her mouth looks like this. So on the whole, she looks a bit frustrated. So child is frustrated and recognize the mom is also at a point of getting frustrated. The child may then think, okay, shall I then wait for a bit before I approach my mother for doing, asking her certain things, or shall I modify my approach a bit? Should I make myself do a few things to make myself a bit calmer and then go and approach her so that she feels a bit relieved? So now you can see why it's important for a child to recognize and know their own emotions, label it, and then they can relate better to others. The second thing is it is not a normal period. It's been more than a year since most children have gone and met their friends, socialized with them, been on regular outings, gone to school and expressed their emotions and had other emotional interactions as well. So we've kept them locked indoors, so the most they get to do is get to the streets and play a bit, and that's about it. So we need to equip these children with an ability to express how they feel instead of bottling up their feelings. We don't always get a chance to sit down with our children and interact every day on a regular basis and ask them, how are you feeling? And if children bottle up their feelings of sorrow and sadness or extreme anger, that can lead to mental health issues. So this technique is going to help you with that. And the third most important thing is there are children who haven't learned to speak yet, so who can't use words to express their emotions. This technique can be used with children that are non-verbal, children that don't speak, children that haven't learned to speak yet. So here we go. On a piece of paper, I've drawn something like a thermometer, and I have drawn markings from 1 to 10. And something that floats just to make it look like an emotion, a thermometer. And my drawing skills are not the best, so excuse me guys. So let's call this the emotion thermometer. And on this side I have a piece of paper on which I have drawn 4 faces. One is a happy face, the other is a sad face, the third is an angry face, and the fourth is a worried face. Now there are up to 20 to 25 different emotions which you can draw on a piece of paper. And let's say you have about 2 to 3 family members living in your house, including the child, mom and dad. Let's assume that for today. And what you need is to create such an emotional chart, and you need to make 3 copies of the same, because there are 3 of you in the house, and then you need to cut these out into separate papers and have them. You can have up to 4 to 5 sets of each. So let me repeat that again. You will make duplicates for each family member, and each family member will have 3 to 4 cards. So 3 to 4 anger cards, 3 to 4 happy, 3 to 4 sad, and 3 to 4 worried cards. Now what we're going to do is, during set times in the day, all the family members gather together with the child and explain to the child what these different emotions look like on this face. So with examples. So when you're happy, if you get a new toy, you're happy, or if you finished a project on time, you're happy, or if you go out for a trip to the beach or to the zoo, you're happy. Or worried, when one of your parents shows signs of illness, you're a bit worried. Or when you don't understand what the teacher is telling you on remote learning, you get a bit worried. When you have project deadlines to submit, you're worried, and so on. So you can give examples and also help them read the face as a basic thing. The next step is to then go to this emotion thermometer. What I want to explain to you is 1 is the lowest on the feelings. So if I'm going to show the child where, how happy or how sad they feel, you can say, if you're feeling very happy, you're at 10. If you're feeling averagely happy, at 5. If you're feeling, not so happy, you're at 1. So the same goes for sadness. If you're feeling very sad, you're at 1. If you're feeling averagely sad, you're at 5. And if you're feeling extremely sad, you're at 10. So what you can then do is cut out pieces like this. This is a happy face that has been cut out, and then you can ask the child, say at 8 a.m. you shake up the box with emotions, give it to the child and say, can you pull out a feeling that you feel right now? How do you feel right now? The child say, assume I'm the child, I'm pulling out the happy face, and then you can ask the child, can you show us where you feel in the emotion thermometer? And the child will then take the happy card and say, maybe put it at a 7. So the child is feeling very happy. And let's say you again group together, and then you can do this with the dad and mom, and everybody sticks their cards and goes away, reconvenes after an hour and does this. So you could do it 3, 4, 5 times according to how your time permits. Now let's say on a particular day the child takes the happy face and puts it at a 4. If the child is a non-talking child, you will then get to know that this child is not happy, and then had it been normal circumstances and the child doesn't express very much through his face and bottles things up, you wouldn't know this. Whereas because of this activity, you would know that how the child is feeling, and you would get an opportunity to address the feelings and see if you can do things to help the child to cheer their mood a bit. Now the same with anger. Let's say on a particular day the child is feeling angry, say about here. How this is going to help the child is, the child is going to then slowly recognize that before I hit the roof and have a full-blown temper tantrum, there are things that I can do even without going to mom or dad. I can get to my angry box, my kit, which has tips for me to do when I get very angry to calm myself down. So I'm going to put separate videos on different kits that you can make to help these child with their different emotions. So the child will then automatically begin to realize when their anger starts soaring up, and before they have a full-blown version of anger, they will learn how to mellow it down. And this is how they learn to upregulate and downregulate the emotions during the day. And as time goes, they wouldn't allow themselves to be in extremes of sorrow or anger. So I hope that you enjoy this video, guys, and if you did, give us a like, and you can click the subscribe button down below, and there's also a bell notification. Once you click on that, you will get to know about our videos, upcoming videos ahead of time. So good luck, guys, and bye bye.